For those of you that don't know me personally, I work in strategic planning and client management in the creative industry. So 3 to 6 months of planning is what I do for a living. I think growing up as well in school and in college, I used to be a person who loved to plan activities, and I did quite a number of them growing up. I've been planning for a Halloween party at my condo for months, but at the end of the day, I'm still a one-woman show. And there's some things that you can only do in a couple of days leading up to that party or event itself. I personally hate the idea of being unprepared. Also a Girl Scout habit. I want everything to be perfect or run as well as it can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it just means that everybody goes home happy and enjoy themselves. And even if it doesn't really run well, I want to make sure there's backup too. I thought it would be really useful that while I'm planning as well to share a simple way how I plan and organize small gatherings. This is my second one this year, but I've been using this sheet for like a couple of times as well. But then when I talk about this sheet, it's just one sheet. I'm going to wrap everything up in 6 minutes and make it really brief for you. And the real thing, promise, takes only about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm going to leave a link in the description below where you can actually download that sheet of paper. It's just going to be in JPEG or PNG format for you, and you can just blow it up, print it out, and jot down your thoughts. Let's get to planning.
So you guys, this is the 14-day party planning sheet. This party planning sheet is really simple to use. It helps you see an overview of the things that you need to do leading up to the party. And the whole objective of this is to ensure stress-free planning so you can enjoy the party at the same time too. It's only based on 2 main sections. The first one on the top would be the 14-day countdown, where we will mark the specific dates or times that we're looking at. The second part on the bottom is the task list that corresponds to each of the dates that you have above and has specific to-dos for that week, for the days leading up to the party, and on the party day itself. So let me show you how to use it, and it's so simple to do that. We're going to start with the first column for the week leading up to the party. I'm going to mark down the dates here from the 16th to the 22nd. And then, under the RSVP, I'm going to put in numerical order that have confirmed their attendance. Having it in numerical order allows me to quickly tabulate and find out how many people will be coming. Now, aside from that, I also decided to include the tentative list. I want to make sure I've got enough food and places for everybody, just in case everybody decides to show up. So, calculating the confirmed and the tentative list, I have about 17 packs to prepare for. Moving on to the clean section, I wanted to make sure that I have enough time to hire people to deep clean and to service some of my appliances. So I've got service my AC over here and also to deep clean some of the carpets. Because the AC is done, I can mark that off with a check. There are also some things that require some pre-order. Now I've done it for my groceries for mixers and snacks, but I'd also like to place an order in for a cake. So that goes in there. The week leading up to the party is really a time where you need to look at what you need to do before you commit to the next steps. Some of the things you probably need to cover are the people attending, how many you need to prepare for, also on things that take time and are dependent on other people to do it. On the party week itself, there are 6 days, and you'll notice that I use different colors to indicate specific dates where I want to execute specific tasks. The dates and the tasks marked in purple are furthest away from the party. This still requires some time, but I want to stretch out the cobwebs and also wash the linens. Then as we move closer, I want to do things like check the placements of all the decor items that would usually be in the way of normal everyday life, and pre-charge some of the batteries. Now the 28th marks the day just before the party, and that's where I want to load all the pre-charged batteries, also vacuum the carpets. Now that the pre-setup and the cleaning is all done, I can move into food prep. There's a couple of things that I can do to make my life easier so that I don't have to be on my feet all day on the day of the party. I want to bring out all the decorative dishware, clean them, make some sandwich filling, bake brownies, and also make scary cookies. I can also assign specific dates to all these different tasks in action so that I have a clearer picture of what I can do and also manage my time accordingly. Just to make sure that my guests are able to find the location of the party, I check in with them one last time, give them maps, contact info, and also give them reminders and check on what times they would arrive. I also want to wrap some of the prizes that I'm giving away for a game. The second column really is about detailing all the things that still need time, but in detail what we need to do for that, before we move on to all the last minute action that happens on the day of the party itself. We're already in the final column. I'm just penning down the date and time here. For setup, I want to create that ambience. I still got to light the candles and make sure that the games are all set and prepared and working because it's a QR code that needs to be scanned. After cooking, I want to make sure the stuff is clean. I give it a final mop and vacuum, and also make sure that the bathroom has sufficient toiletries for people to use. Now when it comes to cooking, I prepared all the sandwich filling the day before. So I'm just going to cut sandwiches, prepare the salad, cook some mac and cheese, cut up the brownies for serving, and I'm going to cheat by ordering pizza because there's just way too much to do things. But I also want to put together the cocktails and the pumpkin juice, which need to be served cold. Final checks would be making sure that the weather is nice out, and I also want to do a final check in terms of safety, whether anything poses a fire hazard or a tripping hazard, or it could be a meat or ingredient that my guests don't eat at all. Now, once you go through this whole sheet, all you have to do is just check off the stuff that you've done and completed, and it's so easy. You can see it's all a bird's eye view. One piece of paper is all you need. The link to this party planning sheet can be found in the description box below. Feel free to download it, use it however you want, print it out, put it on a tablet, and I hope you find it as helpful in party planning as it is for me. That's all, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if you'd like to see any more party planning tip content I might know about. Thanks for watching.